The Chernobyl Disaster, a tragedy that shook the world. On April 26, 1986, a catastrophic event unfolded in a quiet corner of the Soviet Union. It was a disaster that changed the course of history and left scars that still linger today. This is the story of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. In the early hours of April 26, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Pripyat, Ukraine, seemed like any other industrial site. Home to thousands of workers and their families, life was peaceful, until a late-night safety test went catastrophically wrong. A combination of flawed reactor design and human error triggered an explosion in Reactor 4. The blast released 400 times more radioactive material than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The explosion destroyed the reactor core and set off a fire that burned for 10 days. First responders, unaware of the true danger, rushed to the scene. These brave firefighters and plant workers faced lethal doses of radiation, many succumbing within weeks. The Soviet government initially tried to downplay the disaster, but the truth was impossible to hide. Radiation spread across Europe, reaching as far as Sweden, forcing officials to admit the gravity of the situation. Today, Pripyat remains frozen in time, a ghost town bearing the scars of a tragedy. To contain the disaster, the Soviet Union deployed over 600,000 liquidators, soldiers, engineers and workers tasked with decontaminating the area. Many faced long-term health effects from their exposure. By November 1986, a massive concrete sarcophagus was erected to encase the reactor, but it was only a temporary solution. Decades later, a new steel structure was built to seal the site more securely. The Chernobyl disaster released vast amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere, affecting millions across Europe and beyond. Cancer rates soared, especially thyroid cancer in children exposed to the fallout. The event raised questions about nuclear safety worldwide and led to significant changes in reactor design and protocols. But for many, it was too little, too late. Today, the Chernobyl exclusion zone is both a reminder of the disaster and a symbol of resilience. Nature has reclaimed much of the area, creating a unique but eerie ecosystem. Yet the human cost remains incalculable. The Chernobyl disaster serves as a chilling reminder of the power and danger of nuclear energy. It's a story of tragedy, heroism, and lessons learned at an unimaginable cost. To learn more about history's most shocking events, like, share, and subscribe.